Darkness swallowed everything as Solarius entered the rift. There were no stars, no concept of time, not even sound. Just a vast, endless void stretching in every direction, cold and oppressive, like the empty space between dying galaxies. Solarius hovered, his cape burning like liquid gold, his super-long, blazing dreads drifting around him like solar serpents. The glow they gave off felt small, almost insignificant, compared to the titanic presence that loomed ahead. A figure stepped forward from the nothingness. It wasn't a monster or a creature. It was a cosmic god of shadow, taller than mountains, built of swirling eclipse energy, and armor forged from the death of suns. Two massive horns curved from its head, and its eyes twinned, like stars burned with a frozen, ancient hatred. This was the being who ended Krypton. This was the Eclipse Sovereign. The Sovereign's voice filled the rift, a vibration that seemed to shake Solarius's very bones. You carry the blood of Ro. Do you know what that means? Solarius hovered, his fists clenched tight. I know Krypton had its flaws, but it didn't deserve extinction. The Sovereign leaned in, so close that Solarius could see entire galaxies dying in the depths of its eyes. Your father begged for mercy. I gave none. The void itself shook. Cracks of colorless lightning split the space overhead. Solarius's golden aura ignited with pure fury. My father sent me away to survive. He believed I'd bring hope to a new world. The Sovereign smiled, an expression that felt like the universe collapsing on itself. Hope is a delusion, sunborn. All light dies. All worlds fall. Solarius took a step forward in midair, his voice shockingly steady. Not while I'm alive. The Sovereign's eyes narrowed. Then you will join Krypton in oblivion. The Sovereign struck first. A beam of pure eclipse energy exploded from its eyes, tearing through the void like a cosmic guillotine. Solarius countered instantly with his heat vision, blazing gold and white-hot. Light met darkness. The collision was so powerful, it ripped open space itself, forming cracks of colorless lightning. Solarius pushed harder. His dreads glowed so brightly they turned almost transparent, trailing behind him like solar whips. But the Sovereign's power was overwhelming. Solarius was blasted backward, slamming hard into a floating fragment of a shattered moon. Before he could even react, the Sovereign was behind him. A brutal backhand sent him spinning across the void. Solarius regained his balance, his aura flaring brighter. He launched himself forward at hyperspeed, his fists blazing like miniature suns, and punched the Sovereign directly in the jaw. The impact lit up the entire rift like a sudden sunrise. The Sovereign actually staggered for the first time. It seemed surprised. Solarius grinned. "That's just the warm-up." Just then, a familiar voice echoed from behind. Solarius. Necrox, his shadow wings spread wide, shot into the rift. His armor rippled with darkness, his purple eyes blazing. Solarius tensed, preparing for a two-front war, but Necrox flew right past him and knelt before the sovereign. "My master," Necrox growled, "let me finish him. Grant me the void fire." The sovereign didn't even look at him. "You failed once, and twice, and thrice." Necrox trembled. "Sovereign, please." A tendril of pure shadow wrapped around Necrox's throat, cutting him off. "Failure has only one end." Choked, his claws scraping uselessly at the tendril. But then Solarius stepped between them. "Let him go." The sovereign paused. "You defend your enemy." "He's not my enemy anymore," Solarius said, his voice calm and unwavering. "He's your victim. You enslave light. You enslave darkness. You enslave all life. He raised a fist that ends now." The sovereign released Necrox, letting him drop like discarded scrap. Necrox looked up at Solarius, his expression one of utter disbelief. "You would have let me live." Solarius nodded once. Necrox's face twisted, not in anger, but in something that looked like shame. "I don't deserve mercy," he murmured. "You don't," Solarius replied simply. "But that's what makes it mercy." A long silence hung in the void. Then Necrox rose, his own shadows flaring to life. "Then let me repay it by dying at your side." Necrox hovered beside Solarius, forming twin discs of void energy in his hands. The sovereign spread its arms wide. "Two children of feeble worlds stand against me." Solarius and Necrox exchanged a single, determined glance. Together, they flew forward. Solarius fired blinding solar blasts, as Necrox unleashed concentrated streams of void. Light and darkness spiraled together, weaving into a single, devastating beam. The sovereign roared as the combined attack struck its chest, pushing it back for the first time. "Impossible." "Believe it," Solarius shouted. "We're just getting started." Then it shed its physical shell entirely. A new form emerged, a colossal, multi-winged entity of pure, swirling eclipse energy, its voice now layered with countless others. "You will never leave this place." The gravity of its presence was crushing, but Necrox shielded Solarius with his void wings. "Solarius," Necrox growled, "we can win, but not like this. The sovereign is tied to the rift. We need to sever it from this dimension." "How?" Solarius asked. Necrox pointed to his blazing dreads. "Your solar core is at full charge. If you unleash everything you have, your solar ascension, you can cut the rift open from the outside. But what about you? Necrox smirked. I was born in darkness. I will return to it. Solarius grabbed his shoulder. No, you're not dying here. Necrox shook his head. This is my redemption. He launched himself at the Sovereign, screaming, a battle cry that echoed across the empty void. Solarius rose higher, energy gathering around him. His body became blinding light. His cape expanded into a burning banner, and its dreads lengthened, glowing white gold like streams of living plasma. His voice thundered, Sovereign, this is for Krypton, for Earth, for all worlds. He pulled in every last drop of solar energy and became a second sun. Then he unleashed it. Solar ascension in its purest, most devastating form. The beam tore the rift open, severing the Sovereign's connection to its home dimension. As the entire void howled, its ruler was consumed in roaring starlight. Necrox held the creature in place as the light swallowed him whole, his last